So what do you think is going to happen here? U-turn sign. That's a very long, sharp turn. Decreasing radius, possibly. There it is. Ooh. So right away, I want you guys to see this. We have a rider up front. Okay. We have a rider up front. So maybe we're in a group ride. I'm assuming. I don't know if these people know each other. Okay. So let's say we're trying to catch up to them. That's one possibility. Maybe this person is nowhere near us and we don't know them. We're not trying to catch up to them. Okay, cool. That's also a possibility. But speed is a factor in one of those, which is hauling butt around corners to catch up, like a race. Don't do that. I'm going to assume he's not doing that. Perfectly fine. We have a sign right here. So it's dictating that it's going to be a sharp right, sharp left. It could be a multiple sharp right, sharp lefts. It could be whatever. Anyways, it's a sharp something. So it says 25. So now that's recommended. 25 sharp turns coming up. What should I do? Well, I know I can handle 25 pretty dang easy. I know I can. So that maybe I'll do 35. What am I doing right now? I don't know. Probably 50, 60. Okay, so maybe I should slow it down just a little bit. What's the speed limit? 45, 55? Okay, so let's go ahead and slow it down. It's saying I should slow it down for normal drivers, so maybe I should slow it down just to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Hey, orange stage. Orange stage, guys. Orange stage when you see this. There's the slow. You can hear it. All right, so we can handle this. All right, cool. Okay. Yeah, I feel confident. I handled this turn that said 25 at 57. Not a big deal. I'm never going to crash now. Now, I only said that not in terms of that's what this person is thinking. I want you guys to understand that is a complacency mindset. So I'm not saying he has this complacency mindset. What I'm saying is I don't want you to have that complacency mindset. I don't want you to think I made all these turns at 56, 57 miles an hour. I can make all the turns at 56, 57 miles an hour now. That's not the case. You made that turn at 56, 57. New turn has new problems. You don't know what you could do on this new turn coming up. So don't have that complacency mindset. Also, another cool thing is when you're passing these mile markers, just make a mental note just in case you crash. You're like, hey, I'm on mile marker 9 of this road. Then they know how to get resources to you if you crash. So it's like, oh, well, the last one said 25. I did that at 57. I could do this at 57. No. It doesn't show it's a decreasing radius. It doesn't show what kind. It doesn't show any of these things. It does show, though, it's not a 90-degree turn. It's a 180. So you're going to have to set up for a 180 turn a little differently than a 90-degree turn. So slow it down a little bit, because you're going to have to go around this turn. And then when your nose is finally, after 179 degrees, you can start to accelerate a little bit more because your nose is now pointed where it needs to go. So be very aware of those situations. Slow it down. So it shows barely. It says 53. I'm all blocking the thing. 53 miles an hour. There you go. That's a little bit easier. 52 miles an hour. So 52, we're going to go ahead and maintain it. Now, in a typical 90-degree turn, this is like the exit right here. That's like the exit. Okay. Well, the exit isn't there. Look how close we are. Okay. So look how close we are. Let's do this. Now watch how it's going to adjust. And I'm not saying he has to have a perfect line and has to maintain this. Well, I want you guys to see that he starts to go wide. So he's like, oh crap, I got to adjust even more and turn harder in. I don't want you guys having the mindset of I'm going fast and I'm starting to go wide. I got to turn harder. You're going wide because you're going too fast. Now that's most of the time. Sometimes you're literally not turning. It's like, come on, man, turn. But a lot of times you're going too fast. Look how wide we went. Look how far we are from the line now. Corner's still going. The corner's still going. So now we're at this point, we're going 50 still. And now it's like, man, I got to make it. Like I got to turn harder. You could also gently roll off the throttle just a little bit. Maybe set yourself up a little bit better with slow look, press and roll. Maybe do a little trail braking if you had an advanced class. But what we're doing here is we're just going to turn harder. Like it's going to be not a big deal. Now, if we have great tires and we haven't even utilized close to 80% of these tires yet, then yeah, maybe. But we probably have the stock tires or the cheapest tires we possibly can afford, and we're putting them on bikes thinking that they're going to hold up like they're race tires. Okay, they're not. They're not. Okay, there's different compounds, different things. You know, you can't just keep pushing it. Okay, your bike and your tires are meant for a certain thing, for the road. We're not supposed to be racing. So there's that Lowside. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of this. And Michael Steinhauser, I'm usually working when you stream. Glad to be here, brother. Glad that you are here. Thank you so much for the donation. So now we're going to Lowside. Grab yourself a Rokform case. I have a little pop socket adapter. I absolutely love it. This is a magnet right here. It keeps your phone nice and secure. A lot better than some of the other competitors. Anyways, they sponsor this channel, so make sure you check them out. Links in the description. Automatic discount when you click that link. I'll see you guys around. Blinkers. Big hazard. They honk back. So we're moving forward. So we got a green light. So remember, intersections, orange stage. We should be in orange stage, right? We also should be in orange stage because we have plenty of traffic. Okay, so we have brake lights. And then we also have an indicator on this light. Okay, this is a vehicle that wants to merge. As soon as we see that, we have two options, really. Especially with this amount of traffic. We could speed up to close the gap between this vehicle and us. If I was going to do that, I would move over to the right to allow this person to see me a little bit better. The other option is to decelerate with the anticipation this person wants to come in and go. So when we decelerate, we increase our space cushion to allow that vehicle in. More than likely, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to allow that vehicle to come in because it's a lot easier to now navigate those situations. Because if you decelerate, the person behind you is going to decelerate too. And when you decelerate, this person has a better chance of getting in, and they're going to get in anyways. They're going to try to anyways. If they decide not to, based off of the space cushion you do allow them to have with that deceleration, then that's fine. They'll get in later after you. And then if they don't get in when you give them the opportunity, you go ahead and go. It almost benefits every situation you're going to be in by just decelerating and anticipating potential reasons for somebody to come in. All right, let's move. So in this situation now, this is that navigation of a threat. This is a red stage, okay? So this person, their tires broke that line, okay? So what do we do? Ah, crap, what do we do? We only have a couple options. We can't swerve right. That's a no bueno situation. Swerving left, maybe, but we'll talk about that a little bit. Accelerating, yes, you could do that too. Decelerating, if you decelerate enough right now, maybe they can get in because they're going to accelerate a little bit to try to get in, but then they're kind of blocked and you might have some issues there. So really the only situations you have are these. So let's talk about the swerving to the left because the person's accelerating got himself out of that situation. Acceleration is an escape path. So if we're going to swerve to the left, we don't want to do this because there's a vehicle right into where my head is and we're going to cut them off, possibly hit them. And then who knows if this person's going to brake and then boom, we hit them. So man, that's a no bueno either. So what do we do? Well, if we're going to swerve left, aim for these lines. Aim for this line. Swerve into a lane filtering position. Because once now you're here, let's say you're here now. Now what is your choices? Acceleration, deceleration. You're in a lane splitting position. So now you have two options again for escape paths. You have great vision because you can see down all these vehicles. If you had to, you can accelerate. If you have to, decelerate and then get back into a lane. Lots of intersections, lots of cars, red brake lights. You see the brakes? Oh, I was wrong. Those are running lights. Let's start that over.